generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Body, I got it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't plan to surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tackle.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
First down 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
What?
43. Check, 43. I got it. Go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Get that quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Double time. You got three down.
Now a give right side. It's Warren, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's coming. He's coming. Don't look.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now a give, right side. Carson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
43's the mic, boy. 43.
They go read option with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's good for another Seahawks 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Carson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert. 43's the mic.
Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Peterson. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 36-yard line.
On the set. 458's the mic. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Take. Check your heart rate.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And finding the tight end, Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Let's go. 54's Mike.
Here's Murray from midfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So we got man.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Here we go.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
43 is the mic. Rip left. Mike's 43. Here we go.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Jumping. Move. Mike 54.
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check. I got motion there. Me. I got this. On it. Get before the mic. Check. Watch this.
On third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. On the return, it's White. And a fast footwork by White. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
At the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Touch 50.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Wilson now operating from the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Move 15.
43. Check. 43. I'm not ready. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 1st down, Warren. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 38, Wilson. This hit into the hands of Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Touch 315.
Watch the screen. 43 is the mic. Here it comes.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun give to Perkins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Second and 5 now. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter
and got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. You got to wait.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our time. It's our time.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it'll bring up third down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
58 to Mike. In your face. Sit. 58 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the Seahawks 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And avoids the contact by sliding. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
No.
This is Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now Murray's going to set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Watch the safety creep.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog, go.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 49, check 49.
They run again with Carson, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
315.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right? Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Murray. Wilson's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
58, come on. 58, come on. Go, go, go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, go. Set up. Set up.
Murray with a third and long. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Check, watch it before, watch it before. Hey, come on now, come on now. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack, baby! Sack!
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught by Jennings. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Peterson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll run on first down. Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Mike 58, right there. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Wait. No.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Arizona.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go counter. Perkins. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 12. Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, Mike 50. I'm trying to collect.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. He's got a first down past the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the carry, it's Logan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Let's go. Switch. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Logan. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to you. Check 99. Check 99.
From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Back to throw. Forced it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.